up, guys? It's your boy Racy Boy back with another video. Are you guys good? I hope so, because I'm doing. Okay, guys, so this is a different video from your boy Racy Boy. That it's something that I've always wanted to talk about, but I haven't talked about because I didn't know if I could talk about it. But you know what? I realized that I should be able to share what I want to share from the bottom of my heart and be completely honest with you guys. So, okay, so a long time ago, probably when I was like 4 to 15, a family friend violated me. And then from the age of, so it was from 4 to 15, and no one knew about it. It was my secret. I kept it quiet. I didn't tell anybody because I always felt like it was my fault, but it wasn't really my fault, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, when that type of situation happens to you, it's not your fault. And that's the whole reason kind of why I'm making this video, because I want you guys to understand that it's not your fault. And then it happened again to me when I was 21. And when it happened the second time, so from 4 to 15, and then from 21, it happened again. So what I decided to do when I was going through that whole cycle of losing your innocence again, really, you never get your innocence back from the first time, but then the second time, it's like you want it, you try to get it back, but you don't really feel like you can get it back, if you understand what I'm saying. And I'm going to try to do this without crying. I don't want to cry. But I wanted to be completely honest with you guys because I love you guys so much, and you guys are like family to me, and I want to be honest with you guys 100%. And I did this like 3 times already today, and I didn't know how to get it out. Like, this morning's video was like out of the wind. Like, I wasn't even going to post it. I was going to post this, but I was like, no, let me post this one. So I don't know how much I can talk on that. That's why I'm using a different word, because I don't want to use the real word, because I don't know how Facebook or YouTube is with their guidelines, and I don't know. I don't even know if I can research it, because I don't want YouTube to be like, you're not allowed to research that or whatever. But I want to know if that's out there, because I know other people have talked about it, but on other different platforms like Facebook, Instagram, whatever, they will put a long message up or whatever. But I wanted to talk about it because I felt like if I'm not using the actual word, then there shouldn't be any problem with it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this season gets to be uploaded. If not, then you guys won't see it. But so when it happened to me again when I was 21, I was a grown man already, and I was worthless. I felt dirty. I felt like a bad person. I felt like it was my fault again. I felt like, what did I do to allow that situation to happen to me? And the first time, no one in my family knew the first time. But the second time, I told my family, because I was like, look, I'm not going to keep this a secret because I did nothing wrong. It's not my fault. And so I'm like, I have to tell my family. So I told my family, only my immediate family, not everybody knew. I told my aunt, I told my uncle, I told my cousins. No, I didn't tell my cousins. I told my mom, I told my dad, I told my sisters, and I told one of my best friends what happened to me. And they were angry and they were frustrated because they felt like, why didn't you say something? Because when it happened to me, I kept quiet. It happened in May of 2011, and I stayed quiet all the way until like probably like August of that year. And I finally said something because I said, you know what, this is not right. Why am I staying quiet about something that it's not right? You did nothing wrong. It's not your fault. And I ended up just being like a better person. And then I literally I went to my doctor, and my doctor was like, we needed to run a bunch of tests, whatever. They ran a bunch of tests. And then my doctor was like, I have a therapist. I want you to go see this therapist. And I was like, why? And he's like, no, because you're going to need therapy so you don't do something stupid and try to harm yourself or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't really like cool. I was like, oh, great. Now you want me to go see this shrink. I'm like, I don't want to do this. But my mom was in Texas at the time, so she wasn't able to take me. My dad took me, and my dad was like, no, this will be good. So I literally went and saw the counselor. I saw over 7 counselors until I could find the right counselor. And then in 2018, okay, so for 7 years from the time that it happened, for both of them that happened, I did not find a right counselor because none of them wanted to talk about what happened. They always wanted to go around the corner, focus on my weight, focus on my relationships. They never wanted to talk about what happened. And that was like not good for me. I was young. I wanted to talk about what happened. I was drinking. I was partying. I was doing stuff that I should have not been doing to deal with the pain, but I wasn't facing the pain. I was just trying to cope. And when I found this counselor, I love this counselor. He was such a good person. And he did hypnosis therapy on me. And so what he did was I had to hold these crystal balls. I had to hold these balls that were on a vibrating thing on it that he had, that it would basically pump, like, it would just basically tell you, like, he would know when you go to a dark place, and he would know when you're in a happy place, because it would measure your heart rate and your pulse. And so he made me find a dark place, and then he made me find a happy place. And my dark place had a lot of the people who have done stuff wrong to me. And the 2 people that did me wrong was in the dark place. And then my happy place was taking pictures, my family, music, food, because I was still addicted to food at the time. And he was like, that's where your food disorder comes from. You try to find something to cope with what happened to you, and you didn't know how to do it. So you were doing everything that was out there, that was handed to you, that was easy to reach, and you choose food. It was the easiest thing to do, and you choose the bad relationship. So when people ask me, why did you get so fat? What happened? How did you get so big? Being violated messed up my head so bad. It ruined me for so long. I'm still, to this day, at 30 years old, about to be 31 in a month, I'm still dealing with the aftermath of what happened. And you really, honestly, if I can be completely honest with you guys, and I try to be, you really never get over it It's always there. There's always triggers. There's always things that will ruin your life if you allow it to, or there's things that will help your life. And having Jama in my life, and having my other friends that are in my life, and staying in a small group of friends has really helped me to... This is just dry skin, guys. If you're wondering what it is, it's just dry skin. I'm sorry. I just took a shower and I didn't put any lotion back on, so I'll do it later. So really just having family, and having Jama, and having close friends, and having John and Lily, and having my 2 sisters that I love to death. I don't want to get emotional, because if it wasn't for those people, I would not be where I am today. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I probably wouldn't even be on this earth anymore. So it's like, why I'm telling all you guys this is that if you're dealing with something that you've never said to anybody, or if you're dealing with something that you never shared with your family or your best friend or whoever, tell them. Don't hold it in anymore. You don't need to hold it in anymore, because all you're doing is making yourself sick, and all you're doing is allowing that person to get away with taking away your innocence. Be strong. Like, wake up one morning and be like, you know what? This is the day that I take my life back. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. I don't want to get emotional. Oh my God, guys. I've never been this raw with you guys. I don't want to get emotional. My saving grace, the person that helped me get back to, and I'm not even all the way back, I still have a lot of work to do, but was God, it was this counselor, and was Jama and my family. Like, those were the people that were like, I really can't say everybody in my family. There were certain people that were big, especially my sisters, 100% my sisters, especially my auntie. My auntie was like so angry because she's such a loving person, and she saw that her nephew was hurting, and we have always had a close bond, always, even since I was like little. And when she saw what I was going through, and saw how that I was literally killing myself by just eating myself to death, she always said, you're going to get to a point in your life where you're going to have enough, and then you're going to stop. And literally, guys, I'm not lying to you. In that hospital bed, almost dying, was like a reset. Like, God just pushed reset on my life and said, it's in your hands now. You make the decision of what you're going to do with it. And I am so thankful for that, because he could have just been like, boom, and take me home. I'd have been gone last May. It'd have been almost to a year to my anniversary of my death. Like, he literally could have just been like, I'm done. Like, whatever. But that's why I literally wanted to, that's why I'm working so hard to be the best YouTuber, to be the best person that I can be, so I can tell my story and help people, and to get awareness to when people are violated, and when people are taken advantage of, and when people are abused and neglected and lied to and stolen from and cheated on and whatever, that there is always something on the other side. Like, you might feel like this is it, I can't do this no more, but God always has a purpose for you. There's always something on the other side. Like, for real, there's something on the other side. And I just hate that I wasn't able to share this with you guys earlier because I wasn't comfortable with it. I'm still not really that comfortable with it because I don't know how you guys are going to take it from this. I might lose some fans. I might gain some fans. I might just have people be like, well, why didn't you tell us this in the beginning? Like, guys, I posted a video just like this in 2018, but I had to take it down because a certain person was like, you didn't have my permission to post that. So out of respect, I took it down for that person. But I wish I would have left it up so you guys could have saw it back then, because I was in raw. I went in raw. The only reason why I'm not, and back then I only had 7 subscribers. So that was why I was able to post with YouTube. Okay, this is the thing with YouTube. With YouTube, you can put whatever you want on your channel when you first start off, but after you get to 1K, that's when they start copywriting. That's where they stop watching you. That's when they start saying, nope, you can't put that up. So me, now that I'm almost to 3K, I can't post certain things. But again, I'm writing a book. I'm trying to get a book published. I'm trying to get someone to come help me finish up the book. It will all be my book. I will definitely promote it. I will definitely put it on all my social media so you guys can go get it, because I want you guys to really truly know what happened in my life and what's going on. And the other thing that I really want to touch on is it's okay in the sense of, if someone does something to you, it's okay to feel like it's your fault, because everybody, if you talk to anybody else that has had this happen to them, they all feel like, what did I do wrong? Did I lead them on? Did I say it was okay? Your mind plays games with you, and you really get to a point where you're just like, oh my God, what did I do to allow this to happen? And you start hating yourself. Ooh, I'm getting emotional again. You start hating yourself to the point where you feel like your life doesn't matter, and you feel like your family won't miss you. You feel like none of your friends will miss you. At that time that I was done, I was in a bad relationship, and that was the only relationship that I had. I had no other friends outside of that relationship. And that time that I needed somebody, I had nobody. I didn't have Jama. I didn't have anybody. I was barely talking to my sisters at that time. My mother was caught up in her issue with her parents dying and passing and getting sick. My father and me really didn't have a relationship. I had no relationship with my brothers. I was alone. I was by myself. And I literally was depressed. I had PTSD. It's one of the worst, post-traumatic stress disorder. That's what it's called. And PTSD is the definition, or short term, of what it's basically what it is. And the doctor diagnosed me with that in 2011, and I've had it ever since. And I've been on medication. Medication made me feel like a zombie. I've been to I never went to rehab, but I was Baker acted because I tried something. I was harming myself. But with all that being said, look how far I've come. If you really watch my journey, look how far I've come. If you guys learn anything from this video or take anything from this video, your life is too short, okay? People die every day. God gave you a life. Use it for the best. And in this situation, make sure that you're being honest and trustworthy with people and know who you're around. I always say that. Know your surroundings. Know who you're around. Don't trust everybody. Don't go to a party with someone. Don't drink after no one. Don't get in a car with someone that you don't know. Don't go to a room with someone you don't know. Don't let anyone do what they did to me to you guys. Make sure your guard is up at all times. It's so sad, but it's the truth. Your guard has to be up at all times. It has to be. There's nothing there's nothing that I can say to change anything. Your guard has to be up at all times. You have to have it up. Because if you don't have it up, stuff will happen to you. I'm such an easy-go, lucky person, love everybody, sweet to everybody, but I've been stabbed in the back so many times. So many times. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I was working at a school, right? I was at the school, working at this school, and one of the coworkers that I knew at the school, we became really, really, really good friends, right? And this person knew that I had money, knew that I was working my butt off, trying to get myself out, moving my own apartment, all that different stuff. This person begged and begged and begged me to help them out, was getting something, I forget what it was, made up this whole story about some type of medical disorder that they had or whatever. I gave this person money. This person stabbed me in the back and stole all my money because I was so naive by it. And I believed this person because I said, why would this person lie to me? This person is my friend. This person won't lie to me. But this is not the only time that this has happened. I was dating someone. Same exact thing. Where's your credit card? Every time I got paid, it was, where's your credit card? I want your credit card. Where's your credit card? For 7 years, never once was loyal, never once told me I love you. No, well, they would say I love you, but it was a lie. Never once was like, you mean so much to me. I want to be with you. I want to marry you. But all I did for 7 years was raise your child, change diapers, buy food, get you out of bad situations. I'll be back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I hope you liked the video and I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I just shared that with you guys. So, all right, guys, I love you. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to make cookies tomorrow, guys, okay? Bye.